I actually don't know if this guy is Hungarian or not. He sounds like he's not, but his name was Hungarian. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He might be. He's Serb? Ah, he's Serb but speaks Hungarian. Oh, worst of both worlds. My condolences. I will show you my capital city.
I arrived in Budapest on the 14th of December
It's
with my
beautiful.
girlfriend. We decided to finally
Oh my
come visit
god.
the city, despite
I want you to know that I've been here. I know this store. It's the sex shop. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know a little secret. We have sex shops everywhere. That's exactly. Yeah, because the McDo is like right here, and this was a good metro McDo. Sex shop immediately, bro. There's like everywhere. It's always.
us never before visiting
Beautiful.
it in our 19 years of age, even though we were less than 4 hours away. Fuck me, I can go to Estonia but not Budapest. Anyways, after diddling on the infamous Serbian-Hungarian
It's
border
beautiful.
for 2 hours,
What do you mean it explains so much?
we arrived in Budapest at 3 a.m. And I didn't know what in God's name to do this early, because everything was closed except a McDonald's and a few clubs from which drugged up kids came to eat at said McDonald's.
Okay. You guys are not allowed to ever judge me for wet bread. He put paprika powder into his cheeseburger. What do you mean?
McDonald's. After having my daily dose of cholesterol, we went to our hostel. Upon arrival, I was met with the knowledge that this hostel was a party hostel, which we found out upon inspecting our bed.
Fuck life? I guess. Fuck life? Yeah. Same.
Šta je sve tu? Hoćeš li da nas upoznaš?
A ovako, prvo imamo jednu crnu čarapu.
Black sock.
Pretpostavimo da je... u nju svršilo 3 ljudi.
A black sock and only 3 people came in it. Oh my god.
Zatim imamo
Wore it
naočare.
before, didn't have glasses, and then toilet paper, which is also filled with cum probably.
Imamo neku paučinu.
After which we have... Wait, I can't read this fast. What was it? We have some spider web, probably out of a belly button.
And then...
Ew! Brother, ew! Why did they have a cum sock? Dude, maybe they even came in the spider.
We finally went out exploring the city. So, Budapest is a Central European city populated with Asians
Central. Did you hear that? Central.
that invaded a long time ago and became white by screwing the local
that was good.
nations out of existence.
Zug.
aka now known as Hungarians. And there are
It is
around
us.
1.7 million of them living here. Today, Budapest is a hustling and bustling city filled with tourists and overpriced
Oh my god, dude, this was not that far from my university. I've been here so much. This is like a big, it kind of looks like it would be like a train station, but it's only stores. It's not a train station. It's only the stores, but I have a feeling that it used to be. Maybe? I don't know.
goulash. They're really out here trying to charge
Look at my saucing. Look at that. Yeah, this is what I'm packing for you. But you always say no to my advances. This is what I could offer you. Some sick sausage. What's the weird red one? That's called the paprika, my love. But you can have that too.
them tourist nibbas 10 euros for a bowl of meat soup. So when you arrive here,
yeah.
you might be wondering, what the fuck is there to do? Well, I'll tell you what.
Not much.
First thing you'll notice...
Oh my god, I bought my computer from this store. Bro, I got my first laptop from this store. Jesus, I've been there. Hey!
When you come here is the architecture. Jesus H. Christ on a stick, is the architecture beautiful. Anywhere you go, you're met with these tall ass buildings which are built with the greatest
It's true.
craftsmanship.
It's true. It's
Decorated
very
with
nice.
statues that you think Michelangelo himself did them.
True,
And the roofs,
true.
man. Whoo-wee, the roofs. The arches on these buildings. Man, fuck porn you can get off by just looking at the buildings in Budapest. You get so many Gothic and Baroque buildings, your
Beautiful.
eyes will constantly be in a state of orgasm.
And also pigeon.
Speaking of magnificent buildings, Budapest
I thought you're gonna be like, speaking of magnificent orgasms.
is the home of the
Go to the
largest
sex
synagogue
shop.
in Europe and the second largest in the world. I present to you the
Yeah?
Dohani street synagogue. Considering Hungary aligned itself with the 20th century's Austrian wannabe Picasso with a funny mustache, it's a wonder that this bad boy survived. Although it did get bombed a couple of times. However, in the end it got renovated in
It's okay, we fixed it. It's okay. We fixed it. Okay? We built it back. It never happened. We made it.
the 90s. Of course, I did not go inside the synagogue because the entrance, like most synagogues of Europe, is charged. And I will not make any jokes on that fact. Too low-hanging fruit. Come on, guys. There's also the St. Stephen Basilica, which too gave me a hard-on for God and the architect that constructed it. It is named after the first king of Hungary, and it also holds...
It's basically Jesus. He was cool. Very nice.
his right hand in its reliquary, which if the church knew what he did with it, I don't think it would be there anymore.
Yeah, do you like
it's
it?
96 meters tall, aka 314 feet for my viewers with a brain injury, and it's filled with goddamn tourists, especially now during Christmas time. Right now, you got a bunch of kiosks selling barbecue.
Oh, rumos gesztenye és marcipán. Nice. I would have them.
Bags and candy in front.
They are not donut, they are marzipan. They are just like it's alcoholic. This one is with wine, and this one is with rum and chestnut, and there is some for the children too. It's Haribo. We don't talk about that.
A bit. So you have a shit ton of tourists there, which makes it really hard to bask in a church's glory, because every
You mean plastic? No.
step you take, you're in a sea of some dimwits recording their vacation footage for YouTube that no one is going to see. There's also Erzsébet tér, or Erzsébet Square, which is
He said it so beautifully.
one park in the middle of downtown Budapest. What's so special about it? It has one big-ass observation wheel, aka a bootleg London Eye. I didn't go on...
I have never... Listen, I've been to the capital city amusement park, and if I learned anything is that I do not ever want to go back to the capital city amusement park. Like, I'm not saying that they are not maintained well enough and you have high chance of dying. I'm just saying, why would you risk that? You know? That bad. It's just some parts are made out of wood and they might be like rotting and like they are crunchy and pieces coming off of it. And I'm just saying it goes high and fast enough that you might just disappear. You know, you become like tomato paste or jam or something. Nah, it's fine. Nah, you're right.
On this
You're
tourist
right.
trap, you caught me once in
True,
London,
true.
never again. But yeah, speaking of the kiosks, they are everywhere at the moment, and they're all selling overpriced food.
Okay, but let the poor people have some pocket money. They are waiting all year to sell some shit at the Christmas markets, okay? This is all we have.
Erzsébet Square, you got the highest concentration of them, selling fucking sausages for 3,000 forints, aka 10 euros. If you go to the supermarket, you can get yourself 2 sausages.
Okay, but for a foreigner, that's nothing. Listen, Americans throw more than $10 on a fucking Starbucks coffee, and you get a gigantic sausage. Okay, with a pocket money, I will treat you, don't worry. Bread, not even better.
Just for a bloody 900 forints.
Well, of course, this is aimed at tourists. You don't think that we actually buy this shit for this much, right? Like, we know the places where you can get it for cheaper, okay?
Or 3 euros, but a lot of tourists don't know any better, and they're being milked for all they got.
Oh yeah, the holy milking, of course. You have no idea. You should go to Balaton. It's beautiful, and the prices are actually insane. I wouldn't be surprised if they would have, like, in the restaurants, like 2 different kind of menus, and the Hungarian would be cheaper than the foreigner one. I wouldn't be absolutely shocked. It's like, here, have a soup for $15, and oh, you're Hungarian? It's just 5.
Everywhere you go in the city, you got some bullshit that takes advantage of dumbass boomer tourists that are fresh off the boat. For an example, you also got these Euronet ATMs, which charge a big old provision for using them and give you a bad exchange rate. And
that's nothing. Half of them have like this fake card reader and they will just steal your data. Don't use it. it's not good for your finances.
You can easily find it out by googling in Europe ATM scam, yet these
Yeah.
fuckaroos are on every goddamn corner, just waiting for their next victim who didn't do their homework. And speaking of those scams, you also got exchange offices that will absolutely rip you off,
Oh,
giving
that's
you
also
around
true.
290 forints for €1 when the real exchange rate is 330 for one, and also charge you a
Chalkish kokosos bitter? What? In McDonald's? When? Where? What? What are these new flavors? Why is Hungary getting the cool flavors of the pie? What? I started to understand. In what way? What is it? Oh, it's a chocolate coconut pie from McDonald's. They only have the apple one here. What the fuck?
charge you a fee that ranges from 5 to 15% on top of that. So you gotta be really careful where you exchange your money and read the bloody fine print. Okay, what
Nuh-uh.
else? Yeah, the most famous Hungarian building in existence, the Parliament. Located in the riverfront
there.
of the Danube, this massive beauty is the pride of Hungary.
This is where corruption begins. This is where our beloved Prime Minister steals all the money, he gets fat, and we are starving and the hospitals crumble. It's true. But at least he built a new stadium, so that's nice, I guess. And he probably has new cars or something.
Over 100,000 people,
Hooray!
40 million bricks, and 40 kilograms of gold were used to build this behemoth. And it really is a magnificent building. But what I don't get is, why in God's name does a country of less than 10 million people need this big of a building for their government?
Is that a... That's a very sad tank. That's a very, very, very sad tank. That poor tank had a long day, and sometimes it just doesn't work as hard as it could do. You know, it's just, it happens. It's just cold. There's nothing wrong with. We can cheer, can we? Do you think?
A bit of a show off if you ask me, but near it you got the Lajos Square where everyone and their mother comes to take pictures of the government and the other side of the city. It's pretty dope though, even with a tourist shit show. Near you got the Szabadság tér, aka the Liberty Square, which commemorates the liberation of Hungary by the Soviet
Aye.
social justice.
Very nice. It's for the Soviets? Oh, damn. Communism. Hooray!
Justice warriors from the goons of the racist
Yeah.
funny mustache man. And
Yeah.
next to that is a statue of Ronald goddamn Reagan.
What? What? Wait, what? Why? Why? What? We have a... What? Why? What?
Which I guess is a
Why?
passive-aggressive symbolism for the liberation from the communists. There's also this statue, which
How
I guess
random.
symbolizes the corruption of Hungary by fascism.
This is for... It's for the German victims. It's when the Germans came over and they kind of invaded us, and you know, and we got victimized. So it's not the German victims, we were the victims, but you, the German people, kind of invaded us. Just a little bit of... You came, you ate a langosh, and then you kind of like murdered us, and then you went home.
And there are also pictures of the terrors which Hungary did during
Yeah.
World War II alongside the rest of the Jolly Rancher
True.
gang.
True.
What else? Budapest also has 8 bridges. One of them
I love the bridges. Oh my god. Do you know the best part? Some of the bridges actually have the tram going through that. It's so beautiful.
more famous ones being Titcheny
yeah.
Bridge, across which you have
I love
Matthias
the
Church
bridges.
and the Fisherman's Bash,
Here
another
we go
area
again.
heavily filled
This, you see this red light? This is where we keep Darth Vader. He's resting, but it seems like he pissed off one of the tourists because his lightsaber is out. But this is where we keep him.
with tourists, but
Hiya.
nonetheless a must-see. You go a couple of streets, climb some steps, and you're at the castle district, and the first thing you see is the Matthias Church.
Another sex shop. Surely it cannot be a sex shop in that nice historical building, right? Right?
Which is absolutely stunning,
Right?
with its colorful roof and white Gothic facade.
Right?
Next to which is the Fisherman's Bastion, where you can get an amazing view of the city. And it's
Dude, my cousin got married like on the Danube, like in a ship like this. That's where her wedding was. How fucking bougie of her. How much of a flexing? Imagine that.
Smog.
Motherfucker.
It's also called the Fisherman's Bastion due to the Fisherman's Guild defending the walls of the city there and also selling fish in the area.
Rude.
Speaking of fish...
Well, hello there, handsome gentleman. Looking mighty fine on this lovely evening. Do you come here often? Oh my god, he's so smart.
Yeehaw, and welcome to Budapest Tropicarium,
I've been
a place where you
here.
can see the darnest of fish. Just look at this one. This
so
is one
fish.
dumbass fish. What in tarnation?
This
This
not
ain't
a
no
fish.
fish. Who let the atheist grandpa in here?
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Look at this dude. He can't get up.
What a loser. Point and laugh at that loser. Look at him. Oh my god, he's hanging with the cool fishes and can't even get up. Man.
He can't get up. I don't think these Hungarians understand the concept of a fish.
This is our land fish, okay? Please respect our land fishes.
Fuck you. This one is for Steve Irwin. Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace. Oh shit, they even have the main actor from Jaws in here.
The yum. He's chilling.
And that's all, folks. Yeah, there's a Tropicarium. The entrance
It's very pretty, actually.
is around 8
I like
euros.
it.
It's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Near, you also got Memento Park, which is basically...
Dude, we have Blood Moon in Hungary. Fuck. Is this when your enemies respawn? Oh no! Oh, it's over. Oh, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. If all of my enemies just fucking respawn just because of the bloody moon.
where a lot of the communist Nazi statues went, rather than getting destroyed. To which we went up a hill and got just...
Honestly, if I could summarize my childhood, this is probably the picture. This is it. This is everything I want you to know about my childhood. The highest of quality of Hungarian roads. Holes always filled with water. It doesn't matter what the weather is. May it be dry or wet, it's always filled with water. I don't know where it's coming from. And the car ride is always like... Whoa, whoa, whoa.
got just as it closed. However, the men running the park allowed us to get in, although at a higher price, but I still got to see them statues. Pretty alright if you ask me, definitely would recommend. Back in the city center, you also have the Buda Castle, actually built in the whopping 13th century, which used to be the White House of the Hungarian royal
Hey, I am an amazing driver. Read the tags.
family. But the commies made sure to change that, now did they? And now it's a palace for the National Gallery and History Museum. It's also a part of UNESCO's World Heritage Site, but that's not hard to be considering UNESCO puts every goddamn thing older than my grandma's hip replacement in there. There's also the Liberty statue and
I want you to know that this is so close to my university that whenever I was done with my classes, I literally came out the door and I saw this. So, yeah. It's just on this side, like if you go this way. My university. Very nice. There's no driving tag. What the fuck?
Gellert's Hill, where you can climb up and check out Hungary's Statue of Liberty, which wards off immigrants compared to the...
Oh, is that why? I was wondering about that. Oh, that's you know what? That's a nice statue. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not too shabby.
The US's, which treats them, had no crossing this border. Oh no. And there's this cross, which commemorates...
Who would want to immigrate to Hungary anyway? It's so true. Go to Berlin. It's fine.
when Saint Gellert got oofed on the hill when he tried to Christianize the Hungarians, which in all honesty is what we should do with Jehovah's Witnesses. You get some bastard knocking on your door asking if you know the word of Jesus Christ, take him to a hill and just fucking chop his head off. There are also a bunch of murals, these two I particularly like, due to them being vintage and also referring to historical events, such as the Hungarian Uprising of 1956, which just after a decade of commune rule...
Look, it's War Thunder, but like local War Thunder. It's beautiful.
The Hungarian spastics rose up and formed their own militias and had their government shut down. It was so great that the Red Army was called to crush the rebellion. God, I love Hungarians. A bit further
Hey!
away from the center, you have the Millennium Monument.
See, this is so beautiful. And you have all the heroes there. And you can just like touch them, everything. And they are so beautiful and little.
Which is pretty dope. It has a bunch of
If you would make out in front of them, then there could be like so many statues judging you. It's like, oh my god, bloody tourist.
statues, each representing some parts about Hungary, be it wars, its historical figures, its future, and shit like that. On the right and left side of the monument, there is the Museum of Fine Arts and the Palace of Art. And in front of it is the glorious Embassy of Serbia. But yeah, pretty dope. Near it is the Vtuber Castle, which is a castle built in the late 19th century and in several architecture styles over the years. It is located at the city park. At this time of year, there were once more kiosks selling food for an overpriced price.
I would buy it. I remember spending a few thousand over there. You get some mulled wine, you get the chimney cake, and then you're just like chilling and walking, and it's like, oh, it's so nice.
They also froze the pond there and made it into an ice skating rink.
I also remember this. I have fell so many times. My mom and my cousins decided that we should go there, and my mom was like a fucking coward. She was like, okay, I will not go there. And I didn't have the thing on my feet, so I just went on with my normal shoes, and I was just constantly either falling to my butt or to my face every 5 minutes. I had no grip on my situation.
Which was pretty cool. Also had some mulled wine, paid €3 for it, for which you can buy an entire bottle of wine in Serbia, but you know, gotta spend those extra forints. But Budapest isn't all sunshine and rainbows. While it is a stunning city, it also has quite a lot of trash and cigarette butts anywhere that's not.
We don't talk about that. Hey, those bloody immigrants are ruining our country. God damn it. We need more of those statues that can ward off the...
on a tourist area. There's a bunch of homeless people all around as well.
They are just decorations. They are just NPCs. We don't talk about them. They're just chilling, okay? They are just like... They have a quest for you if you approach them. Yeah, they're just taking a nap. It was a big day in the city and they just need a nap.
Which, you know, sucks, but hey, a little bit of chaos always helps to keep the place interesting. Better that than have your country be squeaky clean like Germany. Oh yeah, there's also the Central Market Hall.
Bro, what side of Germany did he go to? I would like to visit that. Holy shit. Where? Where? Hello? Which part is squeaky clean? Tell me. German fellas. Which one? Which side? I went to the wrong side the last time. Hello? Berlin? Dude, no, it wasn't even Dusseldorf. It has to be somewhere else.
Which is basically just your regular European farmer's market. But the difference between this one and...
Okay, but in this farmer's market, you will have the best fucking strudels. If you go to the second floor, they have this, and it's huge. You have to pay... It was like 250 forint per a piece, but it's as big as your palm. So it's like $1. I'm sure that it raised the price ever since then, but like, Jesus Christ, it was huge and delicious.
The one in the middle of nowhere European city, such as Ulm, is that this one caters to tourists. So naturally it has hella high prices.
Well, and rich people, because they can afford it. They have like butchery sections and whatnot. Like, it's not just like ready-to-eat meal. If you like look at it, you have like a bunch of like raw shit and like fruits and vegetables and whatever. Like you see this on the side, it's just like raw meat. It's like butchery.
Tourists. So naturally it has hella high prices and more or less rips you off. You can find sausages, paprika, veggies, and all sorts of traditional knickknacks and souvenirs, but they're all above the average price. I also got pickpocketed here. Well, that is, some asswipe attempted to pickpocket my backpack.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We do have that. The way you get pickpocketed is either that you're lucky and you get pickpocketed, or they will stab a hole into your backpack and they will try to like get things out while you're standing. It's actually crazy.
But all he got was a handful of my athlete's foot ridden socks. Also, there was this place, Zoo Cafe, where they bring you a different animal every 20 minutes and you get
to eat? Man. Okay, I will eat I will eat that little hairy one.
Interact with them while you eat or drink.
They just judge you. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, this is truly a Hungarian bird. It just went there and stole something. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but this cultural appropriation, Mr. Bird, you are not actually from my country. You adapted very well, but still, I would like to get you cancelled. Thank you. Yeah, he liberated, he rescued it. True.
The services that
A tortilla! Hey, Nami! Look at the beautiful tortilla!
purchase, and the food is kinda but
Who wants a snake? You can have your soup with a big snake around your neck. It's beautiful. Snack. I would get you a tarantula.
hey, where else can you hold a bloody snake while you drink a hot chocolate? Answer me that.
True.
We also have a bunch of museums and galleries, but who the fuck wants to go there? And yeah, Budapest. One magnificent city, but filled with tourists to the brim, with one hell of a difficult language. What do you think of Budapest? Have you been there? Do you want to go? Let me know in the comments. My name is Nick, and you've watched Living Ironically in Europe.
Very nice. Yeah, we were just watching a video about Budapest because it is very nice.